Kursabal, having picked up 2 new friends from the monastery. But you discovered that the thing that you wanted from the monastery, the ability to fly for a few days, requires a certain flower that is only known to grow in Nangalore, which you had barely escaped from last time. The place that you lost 2 of your party members. So, you managed to acquire several mirrors, and were even given some components that can work with gutter restoration, which unfortunately you do not have access to. And we're sent on your way.
Which you can't use. Enjoy.
Well, can't use yet. As far as
Yeah, I just funny.
On the quest for the Black Orchid, you arrived back at Nangalore, decided to take a different path than the one that you'd previously taken, and so far haven't been attacked by anything or come afoul of the Medusa. And that is where we left off.
I'm gonna cross some ditches. Or water. And I didn't get wet. And that's it.
Yeah, and I carried Runamuck, so
I guess I need to actually open roll 20, don't I?
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a squitch.
Just gotta figure out what path we want to take from here.
This staircase here is going up to the wall.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me too.
You mean like the roots here?
No, this one.
Yeah, the staircase.
Yeah, actually, I think that does.
Stair goes down into the water if you're talking about this one?
No. This one.
Yeah, that... Well, it looks like it goes into a tunnel.
Yeah. As you guys are discussing this, 2 leopard-like creatures appear around the side of that tree, snakes seemingly emerging from their shoulders and hissing at you. What do you do?
Like creatures with snakes. Are they anything that fits
sorry, wrong thing. I'm looking at... Sorry. Wrong description. I'm looking at the wrong creature. My bad. Sorry. No, actually, you see 2 giant snakes rising up from behind the tree. Sorry, I keep looking... There's a stupid picture. There's 2 pictures in the back of the book that I'm looking at. One of them is directly above the entry for the creature. The other one is across the page. And so I immediately assume that the one that's directly atop the creature's entry is the creature speaking of, but it's not. It's actually up to the side, and the other picture's on the other side of the page. No, you're looking at 2 large snakes with 15 feet long, with these blue spiky heads that are just kind of rising up from behind this tree over here, hissing at you.
Aria's going to see the snakes and kind of go over here and say, hello, friends.
With your speak to animals or whatnot? Beast speak?
Yeah, I'm going to use a spell slot and use use speak to animals.
Yeah. The rest of their bodies seem to be blending in nicely with the tree, though, because of... Yeah. Sorry, so you wouldn't have been able to tell that it's 15 feet long. I hate when that happens. But when you speak with them, Arya, they immediately stop hissing and just kind of tilt their heads one way or another, staring at you.
Aria's like, we don't mean to disturb you. We're just looking for a flower.
You are not here to hunt us?
Nope.
Many creatures walking like you do hunt us.
horrible. But no, we're just looking for a flower. Sorry for if we disturbed your slumber.
There are many flowers, yes. What kinds of flowers do you look for?
A black orchid.
The two snake creatures kind of look towards each other and hiss a bit. And the first one looks back at you. Do not know where one is.
Okay, that's fine. Aria kind of smiles a bit and says, and then she pipes it's like, oh, have you seen this lady around wearing colorful feathers?
She does not hunt us. She and the one that you're speaking to kind of gestures up north to that large building over there. North, kind of northeast of you.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Aria nods in understanding, like, and she's going to I'm debating if I want to cast Goodberry. I might not. She kind of gives them a smile, like, thank you, and like, don't mind us. We're not like, we're just looking for this flower.
We continue to watch you, but it seems that you've gotten your point across, Arya.
All right, she looks at the party, like, they won't bug us, and then she adds in a quieter voice, the Medusa's up north. That's what they said.
Did they say anything about the flower?
Aria kind of taps her shoulder, like, they don't know of it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should get going then.
Again, you guys, I'm at this point, since we're getting closer to that Medusa, I'm gonna let you guys get some distance from me. That way, hopefully, she doesn't pinpoint me right off the bat, since we have bad blood with each
Sorry.
other.
And I do point out to the building where they were pointing at. When I say up north.
So she was pointing at this domed building and not the shrine building that we were avoiding.
Yeah, the shrine building is northwest of you. The building that they're being pointed to is northeast of you.
I mean, Fitz hasn't met her yet. She's willing to walk in there and just ask her for the thing.
Careful.
Now that we know where
She's
she
not
is,
very friendly.
yeah, we're not far from her. Now I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on probably Erebus and was the one that we agreed on last time, Arya.
Don't know. I think it would be better if we did it on the melee fighter, since Aria's not going to probably get within 30 feet of her, or if she does, she's not going to be looking at her.
Right, and since I'm going to be staying back unless absolutely necessary.
It might be better if you're a melee fighter to cast it on you and Kyle, or you and Fitz.
How long does it last?
Hour, but it's concentration.
He nods.
Hey, question real quick. Have we ever figured out who got the handheld mirror?
That's
Oh,
between.
you tried to give me one.
Yeah, that's
but
between you and Fitz right now, because I currently
If you have
have
Mage
it.
Hand, I think, does Fitz have Mage Hand? Hold on, let me see. I have Mage Hand as well. If we want to try,
That's between you and or the two of you guys on who wants it. Because right now I still have it. I just haven't given it to anybody yet.
Now,
You
Fitz
tried
is
to
a
give it to
bard, right?
Fitz and she disappeared.
Yeah, Fitz ran because she doesn't want to get turned us down.
Fitz is a bard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Run is a arcane trickster, so he's got a little more use of his mage hand.
My idea was with that small mirror. If it comes down to if we have to fight, I was going to run in, get up in her face, and use the mirror I have tied to my arm first. And if she turns away from that, maybe one of you guys, either stealth or with your mage hand, can get that small mirror right in front of her face when she decides to turn away. So it kind of like traps her into it.
Pins
Do
her
we know
both
if their magic
mirrors.
works against themselves?
I'm going off of like the traditional Medusa stuff that I know. So this is a hoping it works.
And that's the potential of GM's discretion, and I will not let you know until it happens whether or not that can work.
Exactly.
If you're going to be trying to get up close to her with your mirror, Airbus, are you sure that you don't want the enhance ability?
Again, the mirror trick though is our last resort in case we have to fight. Because I think we're trying the diplomacy trick first or strategy first. Hence why I'm
Just in
also
case.
staying back so I don't ruin the diplomacy.
Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and cast it on myself, and I guess it's if you're sure you don't want it.
What does the enhance ability actually do?
It's
Yeah.
on the chat. It's the Bear's Endurance. Target has advantage on Constitution checks. It also gains 2d6 temporary hit points, which are lost when the spell ends.
That's actually really good.
My con pretty low. Well, not low, but I am not hefty. I only have a +2 to con.
Yeah,
I have
same with me.
I only have a +1.
But you're not getting in 30 feet of her, so.
No, that's not. That's
And
the
it's a
plan.
con save, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
So yeah, I guess since I'll be kind of sacrificing myself as potential cannon fodder, it might be a good idea to use it on me then.
And you were saying that she was kind of pissed off at you, so if she sees you, she may just
Nope.
decide to go after you anyway.
Right,
Even
but
if you
that's
try to
also
stay
kind
back.
of the reason. Yeah, probably a good idea as like a safe bet. Use it on me then.
Everybody's cool with that, then that's what I'll do. Me.
2d6 or slash roll 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's the dice thing over on the side, but most of us, I think, type it in manually.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And then some of us just use the dice on Beyond.
Yep.
Looked at D&D Beyond, but I don't want to buy the books for a third time.
Yeah, I bought
I feel that.
I bought character creation options when they were selling those separately from the rest of the books, so that I could create certain things. Because of course, there's certain classes you can't class or class types that you can't make even with all the compendiums, and because they only exist in D&D Beyond.
Right.
Bloodhound.
Well, that's not official then. I mean, I guess they're unearthed arcana, but
enough. They're what I call an approved unofficial, because they weren't created by Wizards, but Wizards of the Coast approves of them. Anyway, what is your party doing?
Right.
Yeah, it looks like
into the flowers over here.
I think it's a little. If they'll do it there and storm.
These stairs go up. I think that goes into.
Side though.
I think because that one goes down into the water. I don't know.
That one doesn't seem to go down. I
I'm talking
agree.
about
I'm
over
gonna agree and say
this
this one goes up into that little garden of flowers up there.
Okay.
That garden of flowers has a little stir over here.
Yeah, so I'll have to get through.
Yeah, there are hidden gardens, or rather step gardens.
He's gonna be over there.
I'm just gonna follow along. Y'all go.
Yeah.
Oh, as we're walking out, I'm gonna pick out like biggest princess. She plans on making a crown.
Can I do a nature on those flowers to make sure that there's nothing?
Are any of them poison?
Aria has already
Yeah.
dived into the flowers. Jasper, you're up here to do a nature check. Roll nature check.
Among the flowers.
Jasper, you look over and you realize that Arya is about to touch a very deadly tri-flower.
Arya, no. You try to pull her back really quick.
Yeah.
Arya glances.
The flower starts to move and attempts to grab.
Can I read with her the say bad flower?
Roll intimidation.
What?
You're,
Alright.
you're a druid.
And that's going to be at advantage.
Intimidation at advantage to intimidate flowers.
It can happen, but unfortunately, despite having it doesn't recognize your intimidation. Instead, let's see here. 3.
I didn't
As
say
it's-
how much back.
As you're dropping it back, it's not able to of its fronds. It's only able to one, even as you're jerked back. Actually, roll that out for you.
Okay.
And I have a picture for you guys. That's what.
Cool.
Flowers. I love murder flowers.
Yeah. Gleam of something toxic in the air right as they're pulled back, and that kind of like spreads.
Okay.
And you consciousness.
Okay.
Well, we're starting off well.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Roll. See how hard you managed to pull on her.
Damn,
Right.
I could heal myself conscious.
You managed to hold on, making sure she's passes out, like taking like a full hit and weight and being pulled. You were able to gently lower her to the ground.
I try to like lightly slap her face to her up.
Seems to be a poison to respond to you.
Don't have anything for poison.
This place does fit snow, but might fix it.
Being semi-native.
Nope. I have no idea.
You know
Well,
that
not-
people hit.
I've heard of
with-
it, but I don't have a.
Yeah, hit with the orange blossom tend to stay asleep for about an hour. Sometimes they could wake up sooner, but usually for about an hour.
Guys, we're taking a short rest.
Guess so.
Man, I guess we shouldn't have cast that endurance spell. I'm sorry.
That's up to you guys. Arya, the truth of the matter is, you can see that right there at the end of each minute, the poison target can repeat the saving throw, ending the effects on success. So while you might be unconscious for a full hour, you can also, you're also making many rolls during that hour.
Would you say it would have been a minute?
At the end of each minute. Yep. So that means you have 60 potential rolls, which means at some point you're going to wake up.
Yeah, but would it have been a minute by now, or is it still?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna roll again.
You're still unconscious.
Slightly better though.
So I imagine at this point you can see that the flower has settled down and is just blended back in with the rest of the scenery. Those of you who are looking in that direction can see that.
Then,
Alright,
should
we're
we
gonna-
not go through this area if there's more of those? Do we see more of those?
Kyle looks around. Roll perception.
Oh.
Perception, I am perceiving. Do I see more of these? God, I'm rolling really crappy even with my good modifiers.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, ouch.
Even with the +7, 9.
Yeah, you just basically just see more flowers, but you can't tell if they're flower fronds or not, or just several flowers clumped together. There's a lot of flowers in that region.
I would still suggest not going through that area, just in case.
Can I repeat my saving throw?
Yes, you may.
We're gonna get through all 60 of these rolls, guys.
At least we're getting all our bad rolls out now, rather than when facing the Medusa.
I hope.
Kyle kind
I
of
just hope if we get into a fight, I can actually hit stuff this time.
We can't like splash water in her face or anything.
Kyle just kind of looks around and says, "I think we might be able to just walk carefully along this rise here."
I mean, like, that's how Aria got to the crocodile. So, but just let me know when I can roll it again.
Kyle looks at the others to see what they think.
I mean, I'm game. I've got good balance. I'm not. I'll pussyfoot literally.
I say go for it. Again, you guys
Okay.
lead the way. I'm just following behind.
Okay,
Yeah,
acrobatics.
you're the ones that have been here before, so I'm following.
Can I roll again?
Yes, you may.
Alright.
Yeah, you finally wake up
that's-
just as the party starts inching along over here.
Carrying her, right? Because like, is there anybody that can carry her? She's kind of big, right?
Big but light, like 200
Yeah.
pounds. But I'm awake
She's
now,
practically
right?
a straw, considering how tall she is.
Yeah. So
So-
Aria's awake again, and she's acrobatics.
Yeah, everyone roll acrobatics to try to carefully move around
Come
here.
on.
Yes.
Plus
much-
8.
Hey.
Just
Yeah, pretty much anyone who gets over a 10 gets it.
I'll wait till I actually get up there since I'm hanging back.
Ooh, yay! Just barely made it.
Run won't have
In
to
my
worry
defense,
about
Aria
rolling.
was a little. Oh yeah, he's got his little boots.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
Aria
Run
kind of
doesn't
walking a
even-
little
yeah.
shakily, but makes it.
Yeah, Run doesn't even need to roll because he's just kind of spider climb.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Aria takes a sip of her water, kind of shaking off the remains of the poison as she makes her way across.
It's more like spider gnome.
Does anything
Yeah.
a spider gnome does?
All I'm missing now is either a tanglefoot bag or a wand of web.
Why not a grappling hook?
Just saying, if you do a
Web.
Spider-Man build on here, I will be very happy with you.
You know, when I was in Korea and I started off playing with second edition, I had a buddy of mine that actually homebrewed a race of arachnidias that was like Spider-Man. They actually spun webs from their hands, and they had spider climb.
Alright, you're now all over and up above. Having
Hi, Oreo.
avoided any of the rest of those flowers and any other dangers that might be present in that area.
anything else going to eat us on the way there?
What do you wish to do?
Tell Arya not to touch anything else.
She looks like, as she kind of looks down, like, but I want to pick flowers.
Not
Not that flower.
Yeah.
It's like, you haven't been here long enough to figure out that everything will try to eat you? Everything.
Aria kind of looks at Fitz and says, but I befriended all the animals that tried to. Well, except for the dinosaur, except for the T-Rex that ate the other half-orc before Erebus, and the Velociraptors that tried to eat us.
Wait. You mean to tell me y'all had a half orc before me that got eaten by a T-Rex?
Aria nods.
And you just now tell me this? That should have been something when I first joined the group.
They ruined the surprise. How many tabaxi have you been through?
To be fair, that
Aria,
that other half orc was Arya's in real life brother who had to drop the campaign. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna have his character eaten by T-Rex on watch.
You just see the biggest look of regret on Jasper's face, like, oh god, what did I sign myself up for?
Right now, in
Hey,
Airbuz's head is he's just thinking, so I have a 50-50 shot of either getting eaten by a T-Rex or getting turned to stone.
and run him
Great
out.
times.
Run him out hearing all this. He just says, "Hey, welcome to Australia."
Well,
In
they had the guy
Australia.
that was eaten by a T-Rex, another guy who's eaten by a crocodile, and 2 people turned to stone.
Oh, don't forget.
Yeah,
We have a
Aria-
great track record
Beat
for our
by a
party.
croc.
Aria kind of looks at like, and like, oh, I suppose I'm the only one left now. She takes a breath and like, kind of like mentally filing that to break over later.
The one who just got knocked out by a poison flower is the only one that's left at the original party. We're doing great, guys.
This sounds like the group of people I was, escorting throughout here that died on me.
My confidence is suddenly diminished.
It runs like, and is it any wonder why I usually work alone?
Well, hopefully we don't run into anything else here that thinks a half orc is a delicacy.
Half orc before.
I,
Is it a
I
delicacy?
kind of, I really want to do something out of character. That would be completely out of character for Aria.
I
Just
mean,
for
Fitz
shit and
would
giggles.
really ask that. Like, is half orc really a delicacy?
I'm just gonna look over at Fitz. You even think about taking a bite out of me. I have an axe here on my side.
I mean,
It
I'll
will
wait
go
until
into
you're
your
dead.
skull.
Aria kind
I
of
mean,
gives
I can't be rematched
Fist
anyway
this
because of the
look.
curse. So at that point, go for it.
A very pragmatic half orc you are.
So let's go do this. Let's do
Kyle
this.
just kind of looks
Yeah,
back
yeah.
at you guys for a moment, shakes his head, and continues onward. It's this way, isn't it?
Aria
Fitz
nods and
is going to
follows
try
him.
to be a little bit stealthy.
And then here's where I
Not
want
full
to
on.
keep probably about 15 to 20 feet distance between me and the rest of the party.
Kyle is.
Don't we still have that +1? The +10 from the Pass Without Trace from...
We should.
Who cast Pass Without a Trace?
Eh.
Jasper did last session.
She just cast a different concentration spell.
Oh,
shit!
Yeah, so
I
that's
did.
gonna break. Yeah, it's gonna break her concentration for
A
the
bit
without
anyway,
trace.
right?
So she and Erebus
Yep,
both
I forgot.
have the spell on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I feel like that Ford's about to come bite us in the ass.
Sorry, that's the one I use for. There. Let's use this and this for enhanced token. And that pink, by the way, is to denote concentration effect. That you're concentrating on something.
So we're doing stealthy.
We're trying.
Yeah, Kyle is being very loud. Kyle is like, tripping over his own feet practically and making stomping noises.
Like I said, if you want, Fitz will go on ahead and try to talk to this thing before y'all tromp in there.
Do we have anything that we could use as a offering, like a gift, something?
Hey, I gotta step off to use the bathroom real quick. The tea's catching up to me.
I mean, I do remember that I had the idea of a favor for a favor.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
She gives us the black orchid, and in return, we may do a service for her.
Kyle thinks.
Yeah,
mean,
that
run a-
was the diplomacy strat that we were going to start with.
I mean, Run Amok and Fitz have never met her. Would it be best for us two to go in there, try to deal, and you guys wait outside, and if shit goes down,
If we're
Hoot
waiting
once like a
maybe
barn
I'll just
owl,
caught her
twice
at
like
a
a
bad
screech
time.
owl.
So yeah, I
I
think
didn't
that's what
understand
we.
that because you pegged out.
I said, hoot once like a barn owl, twice like a screech owl.
Be like, oh shit, she's trying to kill me. You know, yell, ah.
Yeah, I
no
would let,
need to speak in code if she's trying to murder me.
right, I would let Run and Fitz do the main talking, maybe with Kyle, since
Yeah, Kyle
you know.
hasn't been here either. Like,
So, and then the rest of us. I mean, I'm staying back. I'm trying to stay out of the room unless shit goes south.
Neither has Jasper. Kyle points out at this
And
point.
Jasper.
we could take the people who
Jasper is
haven't been here
not
yet.
volunteering herself.
She's
Fitz
the
doesn't
smart
care.
one.
She's happy-go-lucky. She's like,
Talking about people getting eaten and all sorts of other stuff. Like, she is not about to volunteer herself for this.
Are you guys?
Hey, I just learned that last half orc got eaten. I'm about to volunteer myself for cannon fodder.
Are you?
That's on you, good sir.
Are
That's
you?
alright. I already got a backup character in my head.
Are you three just staying all that way back, or are you coming within a certain distance of the others?
No, I'm gonna
I'm
try
coming.
to stay about 15 to 20 feet.
I mean,
back
y'all
from
should
the
probably
group.
hide behind this bush or something, or over here. Like, be
I will
within
come
shouting
up, like,
distance.
right up in here where
Yeah, I
there's
was
a
gonna say, I was gonna
wall
hide, like,
blocking.
right around here, or where Erebus just clicked. Why will you
Yeah.
not let me?
That way I know she won't be able to see me. Won't even have line of sight.
Ari's gonna be right here. She whispers good luck to the three going in. And
You'll get up in that behind that wall once they get in the room.
Like a door or anything?
Sorry, there's a door directly in front of you, Fitz. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that thing wasn't registering with the light.
Like, can I knock on it? Like, are you guys getting into position? You want to get into position
Yeah,
before I knock on this
Yeah, I
thing?
got my spot.
yeah. Make sure.
And Run, are you coming in with us?
Yeah, make sure you guys are all in position because if a fight suddenly starts, I need to know exactly where your positions are.
I think
Right,
Ari is
staying all
in
the
a
way
good
back there.
position. I think Ari is at a good position right now. Actually, she's hiding in that bush. in the
And
corner.
Kyle is gonna come in behind you guys. So,
Not move your token, Jasper.
There we go.
so Fitz, are you knocking?
Okay, just making sure Jasper was moving into position. Okay, just sure, I'll knock.
The door opens pretty much like opens like it was with a wave of a hand, with unseen fingers lifting it. And inside the room, you see a single large chamber inside this dome. It's obviously decorated like a royal apartment. Well, one centuries ago. Now the bright floral murals are dim and gray. Bits of colored glass are heaped beneath a cracked mosaic. Enameled wooden tables are split and tilting, and every bit of cloth is frayed and streaked. At the center of the room, a long divan stands atop a circular dais. Reclining on the divan is a woman dressed in a flowing robe made from parrot feathers in stunning colors. Despite the heat, her arms, head, and face are covered in feathery veils. Next to her, a black orchid grows out of a large clay pot at the head of the divan. She addresses you in a voice tinged with odd inflections. And I apologize to the earlier party. I have completely forgotten what voice I used for her last time.
That's fine.
Strangers, you have come
The
to
voices.
Nangula. My love, what boon do our subjects beseech?
She's addressing us as to whom the boon. Fitz is gonna do like a little bow with a flourish, like, you know, the artsy. If she had a hat, you know, she'd be pulling it off and flipping it around, whatever. Uh, Greetings. We came in the hopes of finding a black orchid, and we're told that we might find one here.
Oh, I see. Well, I have the only black orchid there is. And she pats the flower gently, lovingly. I am afraid I cannot just give it to my subjects who might be in need of it. I do require a trade of sorts.
And what sort of trade would that be?
It is quite exquisite, quite beautiful. I will only trade it for something of equal beauty, of equal worth.
Rotomuk will step forward and
You're really faint, by the way. I can barely hear you run. I don't know if that's just me.
hold on
Nope.
a second. Let me.
I have you like turned up almost all the way on Discord, and I still can't hear you.
Okay, is that any better?
A little bit.
How about now?
Yeah, that's good. I think.
Okay.
I still have you at like 155, but I can hear you better now.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Better for you guys too?
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Anyways, Run will step forward and he'll give a bow. I am Runamuck Messamuch. I am known worldwide as an artifact retrieval specialist. Whatever you need, I can get.
Well, what do you wish to offer me for my orchid? If you are such a specialist, perhaps you have something.
I can offer my services. Whatever you need, I can find for you.
She seems to tilt her head, considering you. Yes, you are quite handsome. Perhaps you will do.
The gnome kind of tilts his head. Will do?
Yes,
What?
perhaps you will stay here and entertain me. I could use a new slave in my palace.
Uh, you see, that would be a little problem there. I'm not offering my services as a slave. I am offering my services to find whatever you need in this world.
And I already said what I need.
Mm, but a slave, I will not be.
She points a finger at Fitz. And what about that one? She is also quite lovely.
The gnome turns
Fit-
to
fit-
Fitz and
Fitz would be like, "Well, I mean, I can sing. She's gonna do a performance, but I don't know. Can we try to purposely be bad at it? Let's see. I mean, with my lucky rolls, I've been doing really bad.
I can, if you want to try to be bad with it, roll performance at disadvantage.
This is
Plus
gonna
you
be the
get
one time I'm
two
gonna
nat
get like
20s.
double 20s.
She shakes her chin. Her music could use some work, but she is lovely. I can take her instead of you.
oh, I don't think you would want her. Her singing is just terrible.
Not as bad.
What's that?
Not that bad.
And that was
Do
at
you
disadvantage.
expect your yeah? What do you expect your slaves to do exactly?
Well, they will be staying with me for the rest of their lives, of course. And I have many needs that have not been looked after in a long time.
I do not like the sounds of that.
Kinky.
Ru-
Lucky to be a
runs
slave and she has needs.
runs ears kind of perk up a little bit.
Oh God!
Oh
Well, you know, some services might be possible.
Oh God.
I see this going south real quick.
I'm so sorry. It's just how the it's just specific to this character.
no! I am so glad Ari is far from. She does not hear that.
I mean, Fitz would be like, "Well, I can't stay here forever. How am I going to fulfill my dream of licking every color of grung?"
What an odd dream you have.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to taste the rainbow. I didn't make it up. The cat god did. Did I have to taste everything in the world, including every color of grung?
Kyle's face just is all weird at this point, and he whispers, "Cat God?"
The cat god? I mean, I don't know if the cat god exists in your thing, but it's part of the racial, like, that's what makes them wander. It might just be a local, like, their local superstition, but it's like the little thing that they kind of, like, I guess, well, what is it called? Their wild hunt.
Got it. Kyle doesn't understand what's going on here.
I mean, I can't imagine that I can taste everything in the world from here. She kind of looks up at the ceiling and looks thoughtful. I don't think that would work.
Well, you're not offering me much now, are you?
Shiny things. I could get all sorts of shiny things.
Run kind of chimes in. Now, let's see here. You're a lovely lady, and as much as I would love to stick around and entertain you, I will offer this. Name an item that you do not have but would like to have.
I want something pretty. A gemstone, jewelry, art.
Hmm. Hmm.
I guess we
Right.
might have to go out and talk to the party and see if
Renamut thinks for a moment and he starts scrounging around in his bag of holding and he pulls out this it appears to be a circular uh, item about the size of the palm of his hand that hangs from a chain, gold with intricate designs on the outside, and you push a button and a half of it pops open like a locket, and as you look at it, there's these little tiny gears on the inside that's just going back and forth, and there's these little like tick marks that's going around in a circle. And he shows it to her. How about this?
What's the metal made out of?
Gold.
Roll persuasion.
Give me just a second.
persuade really good. Can I give him bardic inspiration?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll give him a bardic. Well, he
Yeah, I don't
probably
think
doesn't
he
need it.
doesn't need it. No. She reaches over and she takes the gift from you and holds it in her hand. It is exquisite. I have not seen its equal.
And you never will, because it, as of right now, it is a one of a kind, made by yours truly.
You are quite
I-
extraordinary.
Oh, I thank you, thank you. And as I said, a favor for a favor.
She nods and she returns back to her divan, carefully picking up the orchid. You should be very careful with this. The orchids are quite delicate.
That they are.
And she carefully hands it to you.
And he will carefully take it. My lady, it has been quite a pleasure.
She nods. Until next time. Perhaps you will come back.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Thank you. And he turns and looks to the rest of the group. Well, are we ready to go?
Fitz nods and yeah, let's get out of here before she changes her mind.
Yeah, Jasper just has a wide-eyed stare like I cannot believe that actually worked. Let's
I
go.
mean, I'm glad he had something more than I still have just starter gear.
Well, the
Same.
thing
I was like,
about
I have a winter blanket.
the thing about rock gnomes is that they actually have little trinkets that they usually keep on them, like a music box, fire starter, and other things that they create.
Like you basically just gave her a pocket watch.
That's exactly what I just gave her.
Yeah, it's better than what I got as a ranger. I started out with like a trophy of something I've killed. So yeah, I have a bear claw necklace. I don't think she would have taken that.
Yeah, I have a trinket. I didn't even roll on the trinket table to see what it is. Guess I should do that. Let's see. I roll a D100. Where's the... I don't want the... was a trinket table for 5e.
Yeah, oops. Yeah, roll 1d100. That should show you the trinkets.
Hey, I got a 6.
Alright, you have an old chess piece made of glass.
Yay. Her first stolen item when she reached the mainland because everything was amazing there. Having lived in the jungle all her life. Somewhere a chess set is missing a knight. She would take the horsey.
Somewhere
Out there.
that piece is missing.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Okay,
Alright,
anyway,
party. What is your plans now that you've
Alright.
acquired the orchid?
I believe that
Well,
it's
let's
time
get the hell
to
out of here.
head back to the Aarakocra village.
Mhm.
Or
We're gonna
where
fly.
fly like an eagle to the sea.
Let's see if there's any further encounters before you can get out of here and rejoin your boat.
I say no.
I said, Aria just wants to pick some harmless flowers.
Roll
Well,
perception
your luck
checks.
You
so
might need
far.
to roll a nature check for that.
I shouldn't, nature. Can I roll survival instead?
Perception? Everybody
Roll
or
perceptions, yes, please.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Perceptions.
Oh yeah, it's perfect that Arya is the one that got it. Okay, so Arya, undeterred by your encounter with that evil flower, you at some point, probably when you're like down here, stop
Down
to
where?
admire more flowers again, and you notice a tiny little creature, humanoid in shape, with a with a face that looks like a mask with swirly patterns on it. Otherwise, all entirely black except for this mask, staring up at you, curiously.
A chewinga? Like,
Yes.
well, we could counter it up. Aria's gonna crouch down and say, "Hello, little guy."
That's right. You guys
And-
encountered the Chewinga before.
No, I haven't.
Which area was that in?
Hold
'Cause
on.
I did not see him.
Encountered a teeny tiny little Chewinga. I'll just show it to everyone again. There you go.
encountered these before.
Oh my god, it's the tree spirits from Princess Mononoke.
Exactly. That's the first thing that came to
Her
mind when I saw
first
them. I was like, wait a
description made me
second.
think of. Her first description
What?
made me think of Skull Kid from Majora's Mask for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, these are even smaller.
Yeah, Aria's gonna cast Good Berry and have 10 berries, and she's gonna offer one of them to the chewinga.
The Chewinga politely accepts this. And
And at this point,
several more appear at its side and take the berries as well.
in time, the weasel will pop up and look at them curiously.
Aria's gonna ask them if they know where some safe flowers to make flower crown would be. If
One by one, they actually
If
start
they're still
taking
there.
plucking the flowers off of the bush that you're standing around, and offer them up to you.
I take them all and I stow them in my bag, because I got druidcraft, so I can make them unwilt again.
Did these before? Like, what do you want to see if Fitz knows what they are?
Either nature or arcana.
We have some proficiency in nature.
For being a ranger, I don't know shit about nature.
Fitz,
I'll do
Same
it
being
nature.
you know that these are actually elementals. They're kind of an elemental spirit type creature. They live in plants, rocks, and rivers, staying away from civilization. they're quite shy and prefer to not be seen, except occasionally they do become interested in a person. In this case, it seems that they were caught. Their attention was caught by Arya.
But relay that information if the party doesn't already know it.
Is there only one of them, or are there multiple?
There's several of them, but most of them have just back in the shadows, so you only see the one.
And I like carefully walk over to one, just like kind of holding my hands up in a way that don't mean them any harm. Get close to one of them and like kind of hold my hand out for it to step into.
The Chewinga unfortunately appears to be a bit startled by this and vanishes into the bush.
Arya
What'd you
says,
scare
"Bye
you? What'd
bye."
you do? You scared our little buddy.
I wasn't going to the one that Arya was talking to. I was going to a different one.
That was the only one that was that was visible at that point. Sadly,
Okay.
And
I probably wouldn't have done that.
the weasel looks back at Runamuck, and Runamuck looks at him, and he shakes his head. No, they are not food. They are friends.
All right, Finding Nemo.
And the
Fitz
weasel
would just
kinda
shrug
looks
and be
down.
and be like, they'll pop up again, I'm sure. Especially if they've taken interest in her.
Arya kind of smiles.
And so, should we get moving?
Yeah, so let's get out of here before
Yeah, I'd like to
things
put as
go
much distance
south
between
for
us and this place as we can. In case she changes her mind and tries to make me into a fur coat or a bed warmer.
I think there was other plans she had in mind.
Arya kind of looks at Fitz and says, "Isn't a blanket a bed warmer?" She tilts her head, confused.
Kyle kind of reaches out and puts a hand on Arya's shoulder.
So innocent.
She has much to learn about this world.
Alrighty then, back to the main map.
All right, yay.
There's map of Chult.
I'm gonna take this mirror off my arm and then put it in my bag
Congratulations,
for
you made
in
it
case
past
we
this
have better
encounter
uses.
without pissing off the.
Medusa again.
Yes.
That's why it's always good to know how to talk.
How many times have you had to go back and do that?
Do what?
Talk to her or fight her.
That was our
We-
second time in that area.
that was our second experience with the Medusa. The first one, we lost about half of our party because the other rogue wasn't very persuasive, and he kind of turned into a garden decoration, as well as a couple others. Anywho,
Get back to these monks that we were dealing with.
Mhm.
all right, as we sail up the river, Run will be puffing away on his pipe. and
Arya's
just-
going to be taking the flowers and fashioning them into a flower crown. It's as big as she can make it with all the flowers.
One will also keep an eye on the black orchid, make sure nothing happens to it.
Okay, so when you finish sailing down the river, which takes you 2 days before you have to get off the river to get back to Curse the Bulb. Please roll perception checks.
All right.
So, as you're planning on making landfall, to bring your book alight, let's see who had the highest. Erebus, you notice, 4 of those.
The 26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah, Fitz
Oh,
would've
sorry,
been higher.
Fitz. Yes, Fitz. Sorry, I didn't. For some reason, yours got lost in the shuffle. It's Fitz. You see your heart's desire, hanging out in the trees, trying to hide several different colors of those frog people, the grung.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Fitz just gets this huge smile on her face. I think there's a bunch of grunk getting ready to jump us. It's gonna be great. She like claps her paws like little paws together.
I'm just going to give the Tabaxi a weird, confused look.
Like, is it all the colors, or like what colors do I see? Out of curiosity.
Let me find out exactly. I know there's going to be more than one color, but I want to see
Oh
what,
God.
just what kind we got. Sorry. So
I'm gonna roll, I guess, a nature to see how much she remembers about them. Oh, okay. I know all about the grung.
So we
That makes
have
sense.
2 green, a blue, and an orange.
Ones, darn. They're like
Oh,
the rare
yeah.
candy.
I remember the last time we experienced the grung and we had Satanta.
How many have you licked so far?
None yet.
You can
Oh.
you can go by what you had last time and say that
I
you
don't remember which one I licked the last time. I
Okay.
think it might have been a red one.
it might have been.
It might have been a red one. I think it was a red one.
So
There are
when
red
it
ones,
comes,
right?
Yes.
So
think
when
it was
it
a red
comes
one.
right down to it, Fitz wants to lick the rainbow.
Yes, that's her
I
whole
want to lick
purpose.
every color. She has heard that you can get some really good vibes off of licking grung, and she wants to,
That's exactly what I was thinking, was a little poison dart frogs that you're just about to be
Uh-huh.
tripping balls.
Yeah. She's probably gonna die doing it, but
We just learned we have nothing against poison.
Ari
Do
will be
not
very
do this.
confused about this.
Oh fuck, these things are probably immune to poison too.
So that's what you see as you're getting off your boat.
are they like waiting in ambush?
Yeah, they're waiting in ambush.
I say we take the first shot. I don't have a ranged weapon. Yay, no ranged weapon. Woo. I don't even have weapon preferences. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Can't even use a ranged weapon because
So I'm guessing that our Tabaxi will be telling us what she sees in.
I see two greens, a blue and a yellow, and she gestures at the trees that they're waiting to drop on us from.
Orange.
Do
The
they
other
have
one was
anything
Or
orange.
metal?
orange, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, they don't have the best colors here, so I had to improvise.
Anything
Wonder
metal
if the
on them?
blue one tastes like that blue raspberry flavor that I had in that one town.
Oh
It was
God.
that color.
Given Fitz's knowledge of grung, she'd probably know that it's very doubtful to have anything metal on them. they tend to be
The time and water.
Yeah, that too. It's like, they tend to favor like daggers made out of stone or bone, and things like short bows and whatnot made of wood. Metal really isn't their
Then
thing.
I have nothing ranged. Actually, wait.
I mean, I have spells. I don't even know if I took any really attack spells. I have Vicious Mockery and Color Spray. I think it's my only actual. Oh no, I have a couple. I have a couple.
They're within 60 feet. I can cast Hold Person on one of them. I don't know if it'll work because I don't know if it's technically a person.
I've got
I don't know.
conjure
Do they count?
animals.
What are you disguising
They
yourself
look like-
as?
As a grung.
Do you speak Grung?
I do now.
Okay. Because I know we talked about languages, and you said you're picking up Chult. You didn't say anything about Grung.
Yeah, give me just a second here. I have. Yeah, I think I think it's Sage. I get 4 extra languages.
All right.
Let me double check on that. I've been kind of busy since I got home. Boom, 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 boom. Any character? Fishes. Description.
Should put that on her character sheet that she has tasted the red grung in her notes. I'll put that in the treasure because that is licking grung is a treasure.
Okay, get 2 extra languages. So yes, I will take Choltes and Grung.
Okay. What do you do?
All right. Run will tell him in Grung.
What color Grung, by the way?
Huh?
What color Grung did you turn into?
Does Fitz need to explain the hierarchy?
I am going to tell you right now, you do not have time to explain the hierarchy if you're going to pull off any kind of con.
Okay, I say I'm red.
Okay.
That flavor.
Be a little
I don't-
spicy.
I don't think it got me anywhere.
So, what do you do?
You up there. Eh. Go village. Tell.
The orange one is like staring at you.
We have guests come through to pass through.
The orange one kind of narrows its eyes at you. Roll persuasion.
Bad. I'm almost hoping for a natural one. Yet.
Perception, not a persuasion. Just so you know.
Yeah, I need to see what your persuasion thing is. You still rolled a
Not to ruin
14,
things, but
but I need to see what your bonus. Okay, so you actually rolled a
Oh, that
17
sucks.
here. The orange grung lets out a long laugh. Don't know who you be, but Red dare to dictate to me. The orange one laughs, and the three behind it start laughing as well. And it
And
gestures off, and the attack commences.
and then all of a sudden, there is a great big owl standing right behind Run.
And even as this happens, you kind of hear Fitz whispering that to you.
Um,
You should have picked something better than orange or red. I think only the gold ones are higher ranked than them.
I'll remember that for the next time.
Well, this is gonna
Green
be
is on
fun.
the bottom. Blue, purple, red, orange, gold.
Oh shoot, initiative.
Oh, great.
Gun, where are you? Are you right by them? Are you back near us?
Did you move up to talk to them? Or are you?
Yeah, I moved towards him to talk to him.
Then you need to
So-
move your token.
Position yourself accordingly.
Yeah,
And then I also need a giant owl.
working on it.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shillelagh if I can.
You can't, unfortunately, until you start your turn. Now that we're in initiative.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Proficiency. Let's see.
Damn.
So is that your
All right.
familiar, by the way?
Yes, that's one of the 4 forms that he has.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that before about how the forms work. Got it.
Now to manually input the rolls.
Nope. You can. I gave you control of the token. The sheet should appear.
It's a big owl.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a giant owl.
Yep. It'll show up under companions.
Did you say that they're above us, or are they down on the ground with us?
They jumped down from the trees to talk to Run.
Oh, good, good.
Oh yes.
All right. So the blue grung, the cat pulls out its dagger and let's see here. How far away are any of you? Ah, good. And just basically leaps across the space right towards Run to try and stab him. Oh, whoop, didn't see that. Sorry.
You're good.
Does that hit you? Run.
It does.
Yeah, so you feel the flint dagger just kind of stabbing into your body, injecting poison into your veins. Kind of a burning fire sensation.
What does that poison do? Is that just disadvantage?
It's just a poison
Or is it
damage.
just extra damage?
Just damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know some poisons like inflict and disadvantage and stuff.
Mhm.
Just checking in case I get hit.
The next grung does about the same. Jumps forward, and immediately goes in for the stab. That one looks like it does not hit. Arya, your turn.
All right. Are all the grung in hang on, let me see. No, these two are 10 feet apart. So I might just go there.
My
I'm not on the turn order.
Did you click on your token before you rolled?
Oh, no, I did not.
What
Nor
did you
did I.
What did you roll?
4.
Four.
All right. Ed, what did you roll? Run.
Just a second here.
You rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you much.
So Arya, what do you do?
Arya kind of just sighs a bit, and she's going to point her finger at this point and cast Call Lightning, so a cloud begins to form above them. And I need those to
Which two?
make a dexterity save.
Okay.
These two. Yeah, since it's right there, since within 5 feet. Ooh.
All right. Let's see. So that is 10 for this one. Wow, it survived that. And 21 for this one.
Wait, he's 20, he's 35, he's 20.
You just electrocuted a frog, and it is pissed. Anything else, Arya?
Oh, don't ruin them.
That's. She's
Don't
going
ruin
to
them,
cast.
they're best raw. No.
Arya's going to look to Fitz and like, what? I'm going to cast Healing Word on the. Shit, hang on.
On run?
On Rune at the 2nd
He's the
level.
only one hurt.
Yeah.
Erebus.
Alright. I'm gonna cast my Hunter's Mark on the blue one.
Alright.
Which I don't know why I did damage, because that damage is supposed to apply when I attack. Then I'm gonna go ahead and make my ranged attack against him with my bow.
Let's pray you hit it.
Where's my bow? There it is.
Your bow
Did I miss?
strings. Your bowstring
Son
suddenly
of a
snaps
bitch.
back at your face. Your bow's gonna need repairs.
That sounds in that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no range for me for a bit. Here comes good old hand axes. God
Fitz.
damn it.
I'm still trying to figure out what to cast. I think I'm gonna move forward slightly, like to there. I'm gonna, knowing what I know about them, I'm gonna pick the yellow orange guy,
Orange
whatever
one,
color he is,
yeah.
and cast Tasha's on him.
Do you have
I can see
a joke in
him.
mind, or
I'm really bad at coming up with this stuff on the
Okay.
fly.
that's fine. Ooh, he didn't save. So Fitz probably just sticks her tongue out at the grung, and the grung falls over laughing.
I'm gonna lick you from your head to your toes.
Oh. I'm going to lick you from your head to your tomatoes.
No, actually, the image I saw was Adam Sandler from Happy Gilmore. I wanna kiss you all over.
It's been years since I've seen that movie. Giant owl.
Yes. Okay. Giant Owl is going to attack the green one in the back there.
You might not want to do that right there. You might want to focus on this one. Just saying.
There's a spell focused in this area. That's a concentration spell, isn't it, Arya?
Yep.
Yeah,
It
Tasha's
is.
on the orange one, right? I'm attacking.
No,
the
there's
green
a
one in the
lightning
back.
storm on them, or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about
The
that.
orange one just went down because of Latasha's, but the lightning storm is focused over between the two of them.
Makes him prone, so I guess doesn't that knock off? I don't forget what that does.
He's laying on
Okay.
his back laughing.
Well, in that case, Giant Owl is going to take its turn to turn into a lion,
Alright.
and that will be its turn.
And since you can't really reroll initiative, we're just gonna pretend that you can do that.
Exactly. And that will be its turn.
Kind of looks at all this tableau and kind of shakes his head a bit. He comes over here, looks down at the grung, and just kind of shakes his head. You picked poorly, he says, before unsheathing his glowing blade and slashing with advantage at the green grung. Thankfully, grung have very low AC. So, you basically see, like, kind of like think anime style, where suddenly there is like a line of light that goes through the grung, and it just kind of splits in two, falling in equal sections on either side. Oh, that's right. He's got an
See,
extra
he
attack at
makes
this
up for
point.
me missing.
Yeah, I don't think he could see. He can. He was here, so 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he can't make any reach anyone else. Run! It's now your turn.
Okay. Run would have had pulled out his two short swords, and since he's face to face with the grung, he does not get advantage, so therefore he does not get sneak attack. But
Nice. Roll the damage. Please.
I'm working on it.
Click on the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that's another
confused me
blade
the
that just
first
go. Oh wait, you don't get sneak. You said you didn't get sneak attack. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, I don't get sneak attack.
So yeah. So ignore the sneak attack frame. It's only the 7
Uh,
damage.
I
Doesn't he
Yes?
get to roll two
No.
dice?
I
Oh,
I don't even know why it came up with the sneak attack.
okay. I don't know why it
Yeah,
was glowing green like he rolled
Yeah, roll
crit.
another.
Because it should have been just a D6 plus 4.
Yeah,
And
so
that's the first block. That's the 7 piercing. But you got to
Yeah.
roll the first block again.
no, you don't. That's he didn't roll a 20.
He
It,
got
Yeah,
a
he rolled
21.
14.
he rolled. It's
That's
plus
because I
7.
got I got a plus 7 for
Oh,
So he
okay,
rolled
but
a
it's
14.
green. It's green like it's a crit. That's weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Mhm.
looking at that. It also didn't roll damage right away, and its
Well, you
damage
got
thing
there's
is
a
weird.
setting in the character sheet
Yeah,
that
I
says
know.
that.
Ah, no, that's not what I wanted to do.
Okay, well, I still got a second attack, though.
All right.
Okay, where is my... There you go. Why is my attacks not showing?
There we go. That's enough to end that grung's life. Second blade, just kind of like you basically slicing first and cutting it through, and it's like grunting a bit, and then the second slice comes through and, well, kind of spreads its insides on the onto the ground as it drops back.
Couple condition. Jesus Christ, guys, come on. Or cat god. Oh, for the love of the cat god, please leave one in one piece.
This grung stares around wildly at what's going on, sees the grung on the ground there, panics, and runs. Jasper!
Well, I'm probably move right there, and where is it at? I have nothing that I can get to him with besides erupting earth.
I mean, he's incapacitated
Yeah,
for
he
now. Well, he's
yeah.
might get out of it on his turn, but
So roll a 3d12.
Damn.
Wow.
I had nothing else to give
Lots
to him.
of
So I was like,
bludgeoning bits
with
of
a really
cubes
overpowered spell.
comes up from the ground, throwing bits of grass and shrubbery out of its way. As you hear the grung coughing and laughing at the same time, blood just erupting from its mouth as its insides are, well, ruptured somewhat, but it's still breathing raggedly as it laughs. Let's see, Tasha's hideous laughter.
do a DC wisdom, I think. Yeah, 15 wisdom.
Every time at the end of each turn, oh, anytime it takes damage, I get to make a roll. So before its turn, I get to make a wisdom saving throw. And as it coughs out blood and nearly dies from the attack, it stops laughing.
It's all fun and games, so somebody gets hurt.
It gets up from the ground, looks around quickly, and Run, you can make out as it's staring behind it, saying, "Coward, get back here right now!" Yelling at the other one. Let's see.
And oh, wish it was Run's turn again.
Can only get to there. It can't quite get to Run. So
It can't move. Doesn't it use all its movement getting up, or
half
does it use half of its movement? Okay.
And then it uses mesmerizing chur. So everything within 15 feet of it now has to roll a saving throw.
What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oh,
Hey, I'm good at this.
thank you.
It.
Did
So
that roll?
That includes the lion.
Did
Oh, no.
that?
Yeah. Each humanoid or beast that's within 15 feet of the grung.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
Thank God I'm out of range.
okay.
Yeah, well, wisdom's my one good stat.
And luckily, gnomes get advantage.
Yes. And you already succeeded on
I
that.
have proficiency with wisdom saving throws, and I still rolled an 8. What the hell? Things I'm good at, I'm notoriously bad at.
Alright, so Jasper is unfortunately stunned by the buzzing sound. But neither Kyle nor Run, Run, you still need to roll for the lion.
Oh, yes.
It's probably in your stat block. Hold on, because I can't give you the control of the lion token because there's, they're the creatures that show up in the game.
Yeah.
But they have +1 to wisdom saving throws.
Okay, so we'll just
But
do
sadly, the lion failed, so it is also stunned. Arya.
Well, seeing that, well, hang on. Let me see. Alright, so if I do this, but then that also hits him, I could do it right there. And then that hits nobody else but the grunt. Alright, so Aria's going to sigh and cast, have the thunderstorm strike again, and she's going to have it strike here, so it just hits the grunt.
Okay.
Alright, so that's roll for damage.
Yeah, there's no way this thing can survive that, even if I rolled really good. The other grung. Oh wait, are you guys gonna go after the other grung, or are you gonna let him get away?
I mean, you said he ran off. We don't see him anymore, so.
Okay, then he got away into the trees. Technically, he was still standing there, but
yeah, Aria wouldn't do anything to him,
yeah. And quickly, Jasper and the lion recover.
What do you want me to roll to see if any of them are still in lickable condition?
Medicine
what-
check.
Uh,
Can I roll a perception to see if I can actually still see the other one?
Hey, the
Sure.
orange one is just crispy. That's all.
There's one that's in half. There's one that's crispy. And two that have been the one that's been stabbed a bunch. Jasper, you kind of make out a flash of green, vanishing into a bunch more green, heading off to the north.
so the one that's been stabbed a bunch, that was one of the green ones? no?
I think that was the blue one, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna lick the blue one. That's the one she wanted to lick
Okay,
anyway.
no, there's two. Yeah, the blue one's in good enough shape to lick.
So this is where my character dies. Oh no, I'm cool. I think.
Yep, your Constitution
She just-
saving
she just
throw-
walks over
throws
and goes,
survived. You licked.
Aria's gonna
You've
be.
now licked. But this one was dead. The red one was one you took prisoner.
Yeah, it was very confused when I licked it. Well, that was disappointing.
Aria's gonna kind of move to Kyle and kind of ask, like, have you heard of anyone licking grungs before?
He just kind of looks over towards Fitz. There's a first time for everything. The grung in this jungle are quite ordinary. Quite unfriendly, angry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that, so that's the word I'm
Hostile?
going for. But I can't pronounce it because of the no.
Ordinary? Not
Ornery?
ordinary, but ornate.
Yeah,
Ornery.
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay, and since we're out of combat, the lion reverts back to the weasel.
I'm gonna loot the body. I'm not gonna find much, but I want to do it.
Roll investigation, please.
All right. So just to recap, the 4 forms that it can take right now is the weasel, lion, owl, and crab.
All right. You find 2 flint daggers and a short bow with, let's see, how many arrows do we have? With 8 arrows left.
I'm gonna take it. Leave the daggers. I'll take the bow.
All right. Maria's going to dismiss the lightning storm with a wave of her hand, and then, like
Skies
usual,
begin to
she's
clear
gonna
again.
gather up the bodies, and well, she doesn't actually have any fire spells to burn them with, so
You're
she's going
gathering
to
up
ask
the
Kyle
bodies.
to help.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, if you touch
Oh,
him,
fun.
you're gonna.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jasper, you also need to roll a Constitution saving throw for investigating the bodies.
Oh shit.
Oof.
1 sec.
For the second time this session, but not the second time today, you have become poisoned.
Am I unconscious?
No, you're not unconscious. You're poisoned for a minute.
I'm casting lesser restoration on myself. I just kind of go "Ugh," and then touch my shoulder.
Yeah, you feel all ill. Jasper, you're fine. It didn't affect you.
And she's kind of Aria's going to mumble some like, curse my weak constitution.
Kyle kind of looks at you and says, "You really shouldn't touch their bodies. They're still toxic for a while."
Aria kind
Fitz
of like
looks disappointed, and she's like, "Not toxic enough. Well, not just the right amount of toxic, anyway."
Aria's going to ignore Fitz for a moment and look to Kyle and says, "I'll use my staff next time."
He nods thoughtfully.
Can Run be able to collect some of the toxin from the skin with
Sure.
this alchemy?
Just a question, DM.
Alchemy
If
with
Fitz
wisdom.
is going,
Alchemy kit with wisdom.
If
Go
Fi-
ahead.
if Fitz intends to lick the grung body, can I cast Purify Food and Drink for her first?
Well, that would ruin the effect.
It
It doesn't count if they're not like.
It's kind of like when people cast that on alcohol. I tell them they've got water in their hands now, maybe juice.
Okay,
See,
so what
Aria
did you want
doesn't.
me to roll again?
Alchemy supplies with wisdom.
Okay, so I am not proficient in alchemy studies, so it's just a wisdom roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with that being said, though, go ahead and let these guys finish what they're doing. Don't have to end it quite now, but I am gonna hop off. I gotta get going.
Okay. Have yourself a great night.
Ooh.
We'll be in here here shortly.
All right, yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. Thankfully, none of us turned to stone.
Yep.
Thank
Okay,
heavens.
so
And those
that's
mirrors might come in
13.
handy sometime down the road for something else. You never know.
That's a
Good.
16
we
on
have
the
to go
roll.
back anyway.
That's why I decided to save it.
Yeah, you managed to collect several samples of grung skin toxin.
Okay, so add that to my inventory. About how many did I get?
Roll a 1d6. You got 4.
Yeah, I say those mirrors were going to come in handy because we're probably still going to have to go back to get the own party members. If you guys want to do that.
That
If you ask
reminds me.
Aria, she really doesn't want to do that. She might after the quest is all done and finished.
Yeah.
She might feel some obligation, but before then, if they can, not do it, she's perfectly happy
Those
with them
two
not
party
doing
members
it.
kept threatening her pet, little one.
Which reminds me, now that we're level 5, I get my familiar can get a new form when I do the spell.
All right.
I mean, I'm not rushing to go back either, but in the future, keep the mirrors intact.
Okay, so I guess are we going to take a little bit of a rest here and
Yeah, you guys just got off your canoes, and it's going to be another 2 days before you make it back to Kursabal.
all right, I say
Right.
we go ahead and make camp at this spot.
Alright, Maria will go get food for everyone using her Wanderer feature. And she's finishing up making the flower crown by the fire during the evening.
And Kyle, of course, does his normal of just sitting there staring at the fire.
By the way, what does the toxin do? So that way I'll have it on in the description.
Well, it's a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. If you're just using it as a contact poison, it simply gives someone the poison stat, which I believe lowers certain stats. If, however, you're able to concentrate it into, put it on a weapon, and then
Mhm.
therefore inject it into somebody, it causes damage, which is a 2d4 poison damage. Yeah. Which also needs to succeed a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. So it's like, it's two different kinds of affection. You can, apply it to a weapon, into a piercing weapon, and do 2d4 poison damage if Constitution saving throw is failed. Or you can give, give them contact poison, which just gives them the poison status.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you can actually use that, like, on a blunt weapon, for example. Does anyone else have anything they wish to do?
we sleeping here or just
Uh,
taking a short rest?
I heard taking a long rest. There's a fire going. People are, getting things together for their evening.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna address the whole flower crown probably next game. I'm waiting till they're a little closer to Here's a Bob before I cast Druid Craft on it.
Okay.
And of course, Run
So
will tend to the Black Orchid for the night and between rests and
I'm
whatnot.
turning into a bear before we go to sleep, just because I can.
Turning into a
Ari-
lovely bear.
Aria smiles and turns into a bear too. She turns into a brown bear.
Same.
Well,
Now we just need someone to put
Really?
ribbons in your fur while you sleep.
Yes. Actually, I'm going to turn into a dire wolf and then go snuggle up next to Aria.
Aria would be really kind of weird about the contact. She'd be kind of looking at everywhere like, what the fuck just happened?
Dire wolf licks the top of your head and just lays down next to you.
That is too cute.
Aria would actually kind of hum and
That's like
move closer to the fire.
my two cats. Sometimes, the one comes up and starts licking the other one's head, and sometimes that one's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to sleep now. And the other times, that one's like, no, no, I'm going to paw at you and say no.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick, so I'm not really playing Aria like how she would really react a whole lot. But
That's
she
fine.
would still kind of be keeping her distance from the newest members of the party. She doesn't quite trust you yet.
And I think that is
Fine.
going to be it for the evening.
that works for me.
Since this is a great stopping point for the story, and we already had somebody that had to
Yep.
leave.
Yep.
All right.